Hey everybody, this is Avery, and I haven't made a video in a few days, so I thought I would just make a quick one showing a project that I'm working on. I mentioned this in my last video. I'm working on like a Terraria clone. It's just like a really short thing. I started it, I guess maybe it's been about a week. I think I'll probably finish it a week from now. I'm planning on making a tutorial, just a single video, just showing how to do the whole entire thing. And I'm trying to get it all set up before then. The game's being made in Go and SDL2. In the last video, the stuff I had showed was in C++, but I'm deciding just to do it in Go, just, I guess, to learn about it and whatnot. It's kind of what I have. It's going to save this loading until it's finished loading, so not everything's in the game yet. But this map size, it's the same size of the large map in Terraria, so it's pretty big. It randomly generates terrains that are either kind of flat, or hills, or even mountains. It's using Perlin noise for that, 1D Perlin noise. It uses 2D Perlin noise. I check the heights to generate these caves. And then it randomly places different materials. Based on the rarity of the material, it'll place less of them, and also it'll place less, like a smaller vein. Like this is a rare one, so there's just one. But it's kind of random still. So like, yeah, you can see this one has a bigger clump. I don't have it checking like the heights for placing anything, so they can all be placed at the same, any height. So like, even though this one's a rare one, then like the silver or the copper or the coal, it's still spawning just up here. I mean, that's something I can easily change, but I don't think it matters that much. I've been growing the trees. I need to, the same way that I spawn these the ores, I need to have it like generate a little leaves around the tree. I also need to give it the max tree height, because of right now the trees are just growing infinitely. I mentioned this in the other video. So the game, it's only displaying what's on the screen, but the trees itself, and along with some other objects, they're on a different thread, and they're constantly growing across the whole entire map. So I mean, that could be, I guess it depends on, it's a different seed every single time, so the map's randomly generated. So, but there could be like hundreds of trees growing at the same time, and I'm getting almost a 60 frame per second, which is what I have it set at. But like I said, there's the hills, the flat, and the mountain regions. There's also different biomes. Maybe we can find one. Might just take a moment. Here. While I'm doing that, I can, yeah, just sat that right there on accident. I have it so I can mine it like that. You can mine things. It'll be the same as the caves. As the background, you can mine the background as well. Just like that. And then I had worked on lighting, but I decided against it. Some of the stuff that I know how to use with SDL2, I was having a little bit of problem figuring out how to use with Go, like Go's SDL2 version, and I decided it just wasn't worth the effort, at least for right now, so I could be working on more of the game. Yeah, so I have water. The water physics is extremely basic. I mean, it's good, I guess, for how basic it needs to be. I'm not even having checking for like the flowers or the trees and stuff, so that's the thing I think I need to fix to make it so, like, you know, the water shouldn't fill up between the trees. It should disperse. But I don't know to do that if I should have like the water rendered separately, or if the trees and flowers should be rendered separately. I'm still not sure. Because, I mean, I guess you want the water to be, like, stopped by, like, a building or something. But you don't want the water to be stopped by a tree or flower. Maybe I can just put the trees and the flowers on the background. Like, the same way that I have these background tiles. Maybe the trees and the flowers will just render in the background as well. And that way they don't affect the water. That way if you build, like, a building or something, it'll affect the water. So everything's random, so it might take a while. I'm just going to make a new world. Okay, here's a snow biome. And it's still generating. As you can see, there's some caves. If you go deep enough, it'll just go back to stone. Yeah, so as you can see, the stone's down here. So this cave right here is the same part of this cave. I just have them just merged together. That looks a little weird, but that's just how it is on the edges. So yeah, the snow, I mean, the snow falls. I have it fall just like the ice would fall. So I'm breaking it down here. That's why it's causing it to fall down there. I mean, I have, not the ice, I have the sand fall as well, which I'll show. But like if I were to dig out this hole right here, and Just have it fall just like that. I mean, it's super basic. It falls straight down. I'm not going to have it like fall to the side or anything. Because I don't think it really matters that much. So yeah, the sand does that as well. Maybe you can find some sand. I'm not sure. See, I have like background right here. I'm not sure if maybe I don't want the background until it gets actually into the ice. Like maybe the top layer shouldn't have background, but I don't know. Here, I'll just try this a few times till sand pops up. Okay, here's sand. Looks like it's also sand and a mountain region. I have the edges of the world. I'm just going to make it like in Terraria later, where the edges of the worlds are like a big ocean. But yeah, as you can see, this is the sand one. The sand falls as well. I didn't want to calculate the sand. Oh yeah, so that's actually something that just happened just right there. I don't want to calculate every single block of sand across the whole world. So I only want to calculate the sand falling if it's on your screen. But because of that, like say, if my screen's right here and the sand falls right here, I actually still want it to fall down here. So I have it set to a margin where it draws the screen and a little bit up. But I guess I didn't even think about it, but I need to have it so it has the checks further up too a little bit. So the sand's always falling just a little bit above the screen, a little bit below the screen. So it can always fall through the holes. But yeah, that's basically, I mean, this is the sand. It works basically the same way as the snow. It grows these cacti. I need to set a height limit for them as well, just like I need to do for the trees. In the sandstone, there's no minerals or anything. The minerals or the ores or whatever are found just a little bit deeper. I don't know, maybe I'll make it so they can spawn in here as well. Maybe I'll make it so a different type of material can spawn in here. I'll probably do that actually. I need to set like a water level limit. So like if anything's like below the water level limit, maybe for like a certain region or a certain biome, that's where the water will spawn. After that, I guess, yeah, mainly just need to fix the water. And then I guess I'll add like an ore for this one and for the snow biome. And then I'll add the edges, so the map has like a beach on the edge. And then I want to add some like above ground and below ground, like naturally spawning like buildings. Just something really basic that it just spawn naturally. And then I want to make like a hell type thing at the very bottom, just like what Terraria has. And then from there, I can probably do that next like day. And then from there, I want to actually add in the character, make it so the character can walk around, make it so we'll hold an item and you can use the item to break and set things. And then from there to set up an inventory system and a crafting system. And that's basically the whole game. I'll set up also some sort of a mob like thing that can spawn like animals for you to farm, and I'll make it so you can farm like plants too. I'll probably just add like 1 or 2 things for you to farm, and then I'll add like an enemy that can spawn both at night and spawn like in the caves. Maybe, but I guess that's basically everything. I just wanted to showcase what I've done so far. Maybe other people are interested. If you're interested in this, if you want to learn how to do this, just subscribe, and I guess you can turn on the bell if that might help all as well. But I assume not the next video after this one, but within like the next week or two, I'm going to have it's going to be a single video, but it's probably going to be decently long. We're going to be programming using Go and SDL2 to make this exact same game. But yeah, so thanks again for watching, and see you guys again next time. Bye.